I don't think you're being dramatic, bro.
No,
No,
I don't think I am.
I don't think you are.
Straight face.
No.
I don't think you are either.
I am a bit. I am being a little bit. I'm hoping.
You're being a
I hope I'm
doomsday
wrong. I hope
prepper.
we're wrong.
I'm being a little bit of a doomsday prepper. I'm being a little dramatic for sure. I mean, we're giving you the.
Went to Blockbuster back in the days, and like if War of the Worlds came out, there'd be like War of the Earth or something.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a bootleg version, a cheaper version.
Bro, I remember when I told my dad to go get his Bugs Life, he brought home ants. which was still good.
That was a good one.
That's good. So backwards. It's so fucked up. The government should be working for us, but they're working
other
for the
way.
corporations.
Basically.
The corporations are running this whole fucking ship. They're steering the ship.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're back. Everything's working. Everything's on. I don't know if it's connected to Wi-Fi. Hopefully it is. I don't know if we're going to Google anything, but... All right, guys. Welcome back to episode 2. Thank you for everybody who listened to the first episode, and thank you to the new 6 people who subscribed, whoever you were. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't tell me your names because it just says nobody subscribed, but they did. But yeah, thank you for listening. If you're listening on Spotify, hit 5 stars. If you're listening on Apple, hit 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, hit thumbs up. And leave a comment and tell me if you like Harry Potter or not. No context, just tell me if you like it. And also, I am a little sleep deprived. I'm a little weird right now, so if anything seems off, just
Right now.
just go with it.
Just right now.
And just just don't judge me, right? I've had a little bit of sleep past few days. Yeah. So Karina started she got a new schedule this week. Well, not a new schedule, but she's taking a schedule for somebody. And so she's waking up super early. She's waking up at like 4:30. And that's not a normal time to wake up. But for some reason, every time she ends up waking up early, my body just like does not want to go back to sleep if she leaves. Do you guys have anything like that with your significant other at all?
No.
No?
Not at all. No.
We're kind of in sync already. Like we always usually get up at the same time, but if she has to get up like earlier and like I'm gonna go like on a day off, I agree with you. On a day on, it's kind of tough. Like maybe I can stay in bed for like 15 or 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, I'm getting up, you know. But if it's like a weekend and she's like, I'm gonna take him on a hike at 5 a.m, I'm like, I'm staying until 8, you know.
Yeah.
I can just go back to sleep and be like, I don't have to get up for anything. But like if I know I have to be up for something, I'm up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this weird thing that we have, like both of us kind of have it. If one of us gets up, we just like, our body just is like, well, this isn't right. I need to get up. It's kind of weird. I'm just like wondering why that happens. Every time, like it never fails. I can't go back to sleep if she leaves. Is something wrong with me?
I'm on like a completely different schedule than Izzy. So,
Like, do we have some kind of weird, like, physical, biological attachment because of it?
Well, if you've always been waking up at the same time until now, basically, then that could be part of it.
I get like that weird thing where like if she has a headache, I'll get a headache. Like that weird
hell.
thing. Dude, it's the weirdest thing ever. Like if her back hurts for some reason, my back's killing me. Like it's one of those weird like attachment things where it's like there's an invisible string there.
Is that what it is, or
I
are you just faking it so that you can be in
dude,
pain
no,
with
real
her?
shit.
No,
really.
he's carrying her. That's why his back hurts.
No.
She's like, my back hurts, carry me, babe. No, not my back hurts.
Same thing kind of happens with even like, you good there, dude?
Yeah, sorry.
Same thing even kind of happens with us going to sleep. Like if one of us isn't here, it's just hard to fall asleep. I think that's like a real thing though. I think you like release chemicals or some shit when you're sleeping next to the person you're supposed to sleep next to. Any couples out there, if you're listening, do you have the same problem, or are we just weird? I need to know.
It's just a sleep thing. That's like the only thing that I'm like. Sometimes I'll fall asleep on the couch, or she will, and then I'll go to the room, or she'll go to the room. Especially right now because she's pregnant, so she's like really like on and off about sleeping on the couch or like in the bed. Like she's very uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. She'll get uncomfortable doing one thing or the other. So she's like constantly switching it up.
Yeah.
So,
you guys are how deep are you in the pregnancy now?
5 months.
Oh shit, you're almost there, boy.
Dude, yeah. It's going like that. But it's weird because they always say like 9 months, right? Like it's like a 9-month pregnancy. But they calculate it as 10 months. So she's 5 months into a 10-month pregnancy.
Mm.
It's the weirdest thing ever. So they say when you go to the doctor, they're like, it's on a 40-week scale. 40 weeks is 10 months. So if you're like 35 weeks pregnant, you still have 5 weeks left. It's super weird.
I never heard that before.
Yeah. I barely learned it. It's going good.
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
Are you scared?
I think it's weird. I think I'm getting more like when we watch movies and stuff and there's like
Kids.
yeah, there's like kids, I'll get more emotional. It's weird. That
Yeah.
there's like a weird thing that's going on. Yeah. I definitely feel it more like I don't know. I noticed that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I always notice that too when we watch movies sometimes with parents and their reaction to what's happening. Like for us, it's still like, you know, something's happening to the kids, like, oh, that's sad. But to them, I can just see it like, you know,
Yeah. It affects
they're
them
getting more
differently.
intensely invested in the movie and crying when something happens in the movie. Are you scared at all?
No. If anything, it's more like the world. Like what's going on in the world and that type of stuff. But
Scared of like what they're gonna grow up in?
yeah.
Yep.
Like what they're yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're already talking about like not putting her in front of screens,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you know, for like at least like a few years.
Yeah.
If you can control that, like why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy watching the kids sometimes. Like I'll pull up in my nephew's room and he's playing Xbox and he has fucking TikTok open right here.
That's what.
Like his headphones on, talking to somebody, and like his phone's going, and it's fucking like. But he's still playing. Like it's not like he's distracted. You know what I mean? He's playing Fortnite, which you know, if you see people play Fortnite, it's very complicated. You're building shit while you're fighting, but at the same time, he's watching TikTok videos. Or like, it's kind of crazy. Doesn't even make any sense. Because I don't think when I was 11, I don't think I could have been fucking scrolling,
No way.
and you know. So I mean, maybe it's doing something good for them.
I was gonna say it's like, you know, they could be controlling this. Sir, there's 16 drones coming incoming over here on our left, turning the, you know what I mean, as he's flying his virtual army of you know, jets or drones or whatever in the
Yeah.
future. So like, there is something there. It's
Just
just
you can be able to multitask a lot better.
the problem is if you go, okay, there's no electricity, and you're like, all right, go outside and survive. They're like, what?
Yeah, just start malfunctioning.
way.
just-
Make a fire?
they just explode.
Yeah, they're done. So that's the problem. Is like, I think we've talked. I don't know if we talked on the podcast about this, but like talk about the cycle of men or whatever. Like good times make weak men. So it's like that's kind of what's happening. It's not really their fault. They're just everything is so laid out and so set up for you that like you can kind of exist effortlessly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back then, if you had to like survive and be a farmer or whatever, or go on the Oregon Trail or whatever the hell you were doing, like you had to be strong or resilient and be able to survive and make your own way. Now it's like you can kind of just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can just
on
kind
the
of,
couch.
yeah, I mean, you can kind of live out with your parents for a while. They kick you out. You can just work some jobs to survive, be able to make ends meet. And that's becoming harder nowadays, right? But you kind of can, you know what I mean? You can kind of coast through and depending on your situation. But it's like, it's tough, you know? It's,
The ADHD thing is reminding me of. Did you heard about the War of the Worlds movie?
Yep.
Did you watch it?
no.
No, we talked about it though.
No.
Okay.
I saw the ratings. That's all I saw.
Bad?
It's like it was like 30 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's,
Unlike the first day it came out.
it doesn't even make any sense that they would even give the approval to make this movie. Like it's that bad.
What was the budget? Do you know?
I don't know what the budget. We can find out the budget right now. I couldn't even finish it. I tried to watch it twice, and I was like, "What the fuck is
it-
this?"
What is it
IQ
on?
worst movie.
It's on Amazon.
Oh,
So
really? Wow. Amazon approved that?
so
Oh, it's a Universal. That's a Universal Studios movie.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
so maybe
yeah.
I don't know. They
And the movie's so good to begin with. The
first
Tom
one
Cruise-
or the second or third.
Is it
one.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah,
third
yeah.
remake, I think. But
Yeah, it is.
So good.
It was 132 million budget, which makes it even that makes me even hate it more.
Isn't he just like
They
sitting in a
spent
control room
130
or
million
something?
and they couldn't make a fucking good movie. So he's the whole movie is it's like, have you ever seen those there was like a movie called Missing, or there was another one where it's just you just watch the movie from the screen, basically somebody's like on FaceTime or something and
Yeah, yeah,
nothing's
yeah.
happening.
Yeah,
That's basically what the movie is. He's like a guy working in the CIA or some intelligence office, and he is watching War of the Worlds happen online. Like he's accessing all the cameras in the country and like everybody's cell phones, and he's texting people and FaceTiming like people in the government and watching everything from the screen. And you're just seeing him on like on his webcam or whatever. and then. But that just reminded me because we were talking about ADHD and how the movie was like an ADHD movie. Like he's like going to FaceTime his daughter, to FaceTime the government guy, to sending a text, and then checking these cameras, and then controlling a Tesla, and then doing this and doing that. I'm like, what is happening right now? Yeah, it's a terrible movie. Like I said, I couldn't even finish it, so
Is that bad?
I wouldn't even recommend watching it. I guess you could watch it if you want to laugh. It's pretty bad. And when they cut to the scenes where he is seeing the aliens and seeing the machines come up, it's fucking PlayStation 2 graphics.
Wow. No, bro. Like block bodies and shit? No way.
It's terrible.
It's
The aliens is
8-bit.
it's literally yes. It's not even it's 132 million. I don't know what they waste. They paid Ice Cube 130 million, yeah. They spent 2 million on budget on marketing.
Isn't that still crazy that $2 million just goes like so little? We're just like, yeah, that's nothing in a movie.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Oh,
That's like the paying the people who dress the actors or whatever, the makeup artists.
Yeah.
That's like the budget for that. It's like, what? And honestly, it's probably way more for some movies than that.
Oh wait, hold on.
What?
Okay. Misinformation, guys. I'm sorry.
Edit.
That was the Tom Cruise one. So this one's gonna say like $20 or something.
Tree fitty.
Yeah. This is the AI response. It says, while the exact figure for the budget isn't widely available, it's generally considered to be significantly lower than the Steven Spielberg adaptation, which had a budget of 132 million. This is the AI response. Some speculate that the budget for the 2025 film may be as low as $5.
Damn.
That's just from you or some asshole on Reddit saying that shit. And the AI picked it up. It's so stupid. Google AI thing is so bad. Like if you're
hilarious.
looking something up that's just hard facts, it works, right? How tall is Everest? You're gonna get that shit because it's there. If you're trying to like speculative opinions, I think gives you some wild.
It's just scanning Reddit.
You literally,
Yeah.
it literally scans Reddit.
It's insane.
That's hilarious.
That's literally what you just said.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, updates it 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Somebody's gonna go home and like somebody's grandma's and be like, yeah, they only spent $5 on the movie.
That's why.
Yeah. They should have spent 15.
Oh god.
Would have been better.
3 times as good.
Yeah, it's weird that they can do a remake and like make that terrible of a movie.
Right. It's like it's already done for you.
Yeah.
I just saw there's a movie. You know how they did the Winnie the Pooh, like the horror.
Mhm.
I didn't watch it. Did you guys watch it?
No.
Okay, but I was scrolling through movies on the Fire Stick because I have like the Joe Rogan Fire Stick.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But yeah, there's a movie on there. It's called Screamboat. It's like a shadow. Like it only shows like the shadow, and then it shows like a city. It's basically Steamboat Willie, but it's horror.
What the fuck is Steamboat Willie?
is the original Mickey Mouse
Oh, okay.
movie
Yeah.
or episode.
Yeah.
Where he's on the boat.
He's on the
and
boat
all
and he's like,
whistling.
yeah.
Yeah.
He has
But
a
it's
boner.
called Screamboat. And it's like you see the outline of Mickey Mouse
Oh.
and he's like on a boat going towards a city. And it's supposed to be like a horror film. I'm like, how the fuck can you how are you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, is it a Disney movie? I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
That is weird because when I saw the Winnie the Pooh thing, I was like, how are they even allowed to do that?
Yeah. Well, the rights for the movie or to Winnie the Pooh was like public domain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 100 years or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
It might be more.
'Cause I think there's another one coming. There's something else weird coming out.
Well,
That-
they just made a second Winnie the Pooh, which is it just looks
The
so
horror
stupid.
one?
The ratings are like 30 out of 100. Like
Yeah.
on both of them, it's not even worth even clicking play.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's weird.
You want to die? Oh.
I went to my
Throw
mom's.
honey at you.
I went to. Do you guys remember when you went to Blockbuster back in the days and like if War of the Worlds came out, there'd be like War of the Earth or something.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a bootleg version, a cheaper
Yeah.
version.
Bro, I remember when I told my dad to go get his Bugs Life, he brought home ants. which was still good.
That was a good
It
one.
was still
That's
good.
a good movie.
That was a good
It's
movie.
a different movie.
Like, but
This
yeah.
is a Bug's Life. They're ants.
Bro, my dad was like, "What do you mean they're ants? What the fuck are you talking about?" Bro, I'll never forget that.
You said the one with
It was
ants.
hilarious. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it'd just be
Like
like
a-
a random, instead of like the Matrix, like the simulation,
The generic
have like a
version.
cover that looks similar. I went to my mom's house and we got there. I was like at the dinner table and I was like looking at their TV, and I just saw like a couple guys with guns and it looked kind of like low budget. And I saw like a weird dinosaur, like a bad CGI dinosaur. I'm like, what are you guys watching? She's like, we're watching the new Jurassic Park. And I was like, that's not the new Jurassic Park. I've seen it.
No way.
We had just watched it. It's because it's called Jurassic World Rebirth.
Rebirth,
That's
yeah.
what the new one's called, right?
So funny.
And I was like, that's not. She's like, yeah, it's on Amazon. It's only $5. I'm like, that's not it. She's like, yeah, it is. And she went to go look, and it said Jurassic Reborn. Came out the same year, same month. They just put it out there for the boomers to be like, yeah, I got the new movie. You guys want to watch it?
I love it. They're just watching some like $100,000 budget movie with some random guy, like squinting. Is that Jackie Chan? It's just some Asian guy. Like, yeah,
It's got a dog in a dinosaur suit.
Yeah.
It's weird that I feel like if you make those movies, you know that the outcome is people are gonna mistake it for the other one.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's kind of a crazy play, you know what I mean?
But I mean, so we're thinking about it in movies, but think about other products. They do that. That's done in every other industry and every product.
Generic versions.
They're generic versions of it. The store makes a version. You sell it to Amazon. They get the blueprints, and then they start selling the Amazon version of it.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of the same thing. It's just weird because it's like, what are they? They're writing a whole story because they can copy the story, but then it's like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
The story's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be like a bootlegged kind of version where there's dinosaurs on an island and whatever. So it's like, what? You know what I mean? Versus like the Amazon fork or whatever it is works the same. You know what I mean? They have the same utility as if I buy the fancy name brand. Versus this name brand ain't the same story. It's not the same actors. So it's like weird to like mimic the product in that kind of industry. It doesn't make sense.
And you're like I said, you're doing that with the intention that only the people who are buying it by mistake.
Right.
So it's almost like you're taking a gamble that people are not going to read the description and see the actors, and that's pretty interesting to even think about that's there's studios out there,
or
with that game plan,
or it might be people who think it's like a fourth movie or something, Like in a few years, they might scroll through and be like, "Oh, look, yeah." You might think, "Oh, yeah, it's a Jurassic movie," and then they check it and like, "Wait, this isn't a real actual Jurassic. What the hell did we watch?"
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many Jurassic movies.
Right.
Right now, you could definitely just slip one in there and
right,
trick somebody for sure.
Just Impossible Mission and just throw it in there and people will be like, "Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit, what? That's crazy."
They have all 12 movies for $12.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys seen any of those?
Yeah.
I've never seen any of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you got to start with like number 3.
And
wait, which ones?
Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I because they had just ended. There's like 10 movies or whatever. We wanted to watch it, and we're like, well, we got to watch all of them before, because like the past how many years. I don't know, maybe they've had like 5 to 10 or maybe not even that, maybe like 7 to 10 for the past 5 years. So like every time a new one came out, we're like, oh, we got to watch all of them first. And the next one comes out, oh, we got to watch all of them first. And we never got around to it. So, but I don't know if are they good?
The first 2 are kind of like, they're not bad. I don't think they aged well. I think the third one is when like, when you watch like one of the early movies and then their budget gets like tripled because it was successful. The second one was really successful, and so the third one got a huge budget, and it was really like good. Like the special effects and like what's happening is really like the story makes sense, and it ties really well into like what happens like later. Because like a lot of them aren't always like back to back, but some of them are like he does some mission successful, and then he gets framed, and the next movie is he getting away, like the John Wick movie where he's like getting away from being framed, and then now he's no longer framed, and maybe he retires, and it's 10 years later, and then he's going. It's very cliche in that way, where like I don't know if you've seen James Bond movies, but it's kind of like
Never
that.
seen those either.
Really? Okay, that's kind of like
I've never seen.
I'm slacking,
dude. I wanted to watch them, and then I started going through like the list of them, and dude, and there's like Octopussy, and there's like the weirdest
Octopussy.
Yeah, it's Octopussy, bro.
Yes, bro, with the wildest
That's what
name.
it's called?
Bro,
Yeah, that's the name of the villain.
Yeah,
Octopussy.
Oh.
bro, it's wild though. But like the list, if you look up the list of
Ball.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just funny. The names are fucking hilarious. And
Look
there's
up
always like a naked chick, like a half naked chick on the cover.
Yeah, because James Bond always fucks the chick, dude. He always gets the girl. He gets the mission in the girl.
Is that what he's fighting for?
Dope, though.
Not necessarily. It's James Bond. We need you for a mission. MI6. And then they call him in, and the British intelligence sends, we need to send in James Bond alone. And then he goes, and then there's like the mistress is in trouble, or like he has a sidekick, or the girl is also a villain. Oh, Mr. Bond, and then falls for the but he's in disguise, right? They think he's some like high stakes gambler or some bidder. He's going in, undercover, and sways the ladies, and then they fall for him, and then he gets her key card or whatever from her thing, and then gets into the vault and then steals the thing, right? Very classic villain.
I played the game,
but he fucks her first.
The games were dope.
He's a gentleman.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
game's dope.
Yeah, that was gonna be my second
Split screen
question.
games were
Do you know the original like
Odd
on-
Job.
Yeah.
fucking-
GoldenEye and Nightfire.
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Going
dude.
through the vents.
Dude, yeah.
The
And-
dude, is it Odd Job that you throw the hat?
yeah, I
He
think
like
that's
takes
so.
his hat off and you throw it and kill
And
him.
then you can get on the little ski lifts and go back
Yeah,
and forth in the
dude,
houses.
snow, dude.
Yeah.
Fire.
Classic.
fire.
So good. The original like shooter with your friends multiplayer.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
miss that.
That was before Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way before all the.
Yeah.
I was like,
There
that was
has-
like N64.
How many 007 movies do you think there've been?
15.
Yeah, there's like 20.
It's 25.
25.
That's why
Oh, but
I
you're
didn't
talking
watch
all
of them,
going
yeah,
back to
yeah,
like the set,
yeah,
like the
72.
50s, 62. Yeah.
First one, yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor
okay.
No,
Yeah.
Goldfinger,
Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goldfinger, and then Thunderballs.
Bro,
Yeah, and then
It's
Octopussy,
Thunderball. It's
and then
Thunderball, not
Octopussy.
Yeah, it was wild.
But the new ones are actually like the when they have like the new CGI are actually good. They're kind of like John Wick with not with as much violence, as much like shooting, but it's like kind of like that where like he's an undercover, he's got like a nice car, he's got all this stuff, and he's just stopping the bad guys. So,
Yeah.
kind of like it. If you like the Mission Impossible, you'll like James Bond. If you watch Mission Impossible and you're like, then
Yeah.
James Bond will be. It's very very similar. Same idea.
Yeah. It's weird that I never got into those because like I watched like fucking every action movie, but I just kind of like sometimes series just pass you by for some reason, just slip through the cracks.
Funny enough, my dad was a huge James Bond. That's how I got into it.
Of course he was. For the inside joke, nobody knows. Felix's dad worked for the CIA.
He didn't work for the CIA.
He didn't, but I'm pretty sure he did. But whatever.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. That is funny that he liked 007. though.
Yeah, that was like his
And they-
favorite.
Yeah,
thing.
he's like, that's my life.
Yeah. What? But if that was your life, would you really want to be like, let me get behind the freaking video game? You know what I mean? Or do you think the professional NASCAR drivers go home and play
Fuck
freaking
yeah.
racing
Oh yeah.
games?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that old guy, the old guy that was a sniper in the army?
That's different. That
And he plays he
different.
plays Battlefield and he's like a pro sniper in the games.
Yeah. I see that. That's different.
He's thrilled to get more headshots, bro. It's gotta be, that's kind of crazy actually to think about it. He's like, yeah, I was getting real headshots in real life and I can't do it anymore. I need to do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's this old guy who posts just clips. He streams and he plays Battlefield or like Call of Duty, or I think it's mostly like Battlefield because Battlefield was more realistic with
Yeah.
snipers. So he always he takes his crazy shots and he always gets headshots and he explains. He's like, yeah, the trajectory and like the distance, and he's like, and that's why I can easily get this headshot. He times everything perfectly because he was an actual sniper, which is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was like good for like the was like PTSD from like going to war. Like
Oh, really?
To go
I mean-
play again.
yeah, to like get into that type of stuff because I met this guy in line at I think it was like Best Buy, and this dude was I think he was buying VR. I don't know how I got in the conversation, but the dude was like telling me that he has like a group, like it's like a nonprofit thing that he takes veterans to like these VR game spots,
Oh,
and they like it helps them with their PTSD to play like war games
interesting.
in VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So it's like they're back to normal, like
yeah, maybe that's what it is.
instead of civilian life.
Yeah, something that
Interesting.
they're used to. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know the psychology behind
It's
it.
like kind of, could kind of make sense. Like they could use their brain the way they're used to using it, like using the tactical brain and like,
Survival.
yeah, and just,
kind of
getting-
get it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you really think about it, like the military, I was thinking about like the PTSD. You don't take a bunch of 35-year-olds. You're getting a bunch of 18-year-olds. Like their brains aren't even done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're
Yeah.
taking them and then drilling into their heads for a year or whatever training goes for, and then you go off and send them into literal shrapnel and grenades, and anyone can be an enemy in enemy territory or whatever, always on the lookout, always vigilant
Yeah,
for 4 or 5 years, and then you have to be like snap out of that. Yeah, it's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, that sucks. Like, that's the same thing if I took you and threw you in now, or threw you into the wilderness, you'd be like, fuck, like, I might be able to survive this, but like, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna want to go back to being able to lay on a couch and have a nice hot shower, but like, you can't have that anymore. It's like, fuck,
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And they're young minds, that's literally ingrained in you for your rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to reprogram.
I think it would be different if you had like voluntary service. Like, I think South Korea does this. Like, you have to take 2 years of you have to go into the military for 2 years for training, but you can choose when you can do it. You can delay it. Let's say you're like a professional athlete or a musician or something. You're not gonna be like, I'm just gonna go in the military and then your career's over, right? You can delay it until like you're 30 and then go and do your training or whatever it is, whatever the number is. And that helps people be like, I can choose when I want to do it. So you're not going, okay, well, I'm basically only able to go when I'm like 18 or 20 because that's what the military really wants. After that, it's kind of tough to get in. Like, if all of us try to get into the military right now, they'd probably be like, yeah, we probably don't need you guys.
Thank God.
Right, right.
You guys want to put the tires on the Humvees?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even that, bro. Like, you can lift the Humvee tire?
Yeah, for real.
Like, can you run with all that weight on and all the backpacks and all the boots and everything? Like, man, those guys do a lot of work. So, like, I have a lot of respect for them doing that. And it sucks that that's what it is. But, like, you do need to be in, like, peak condition. Like, when you're 18 or 25 and like you get beat up and knocked down and you don't get any sleep, you can get up and be fucking ready. If I don't get sleep because I'm watching all night and I have to get up the next day, we ain't going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die in that swamp or wherever, that forest or jungle. Like, but when you're 18 or 25, like, you're just so resilient and yeah, you're on it. So it makes sense to do it during that time.
18's really young, man.
Yeah, I mean, think about that, dude. Like, we were 18, you didn't know shit.
Bro, they're trying to did you see they're trying to move the age of consent? Not consent. Well, consent comes along with it, but you saw that Trump took control of the cops in DC.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and he was talking about how like there's like murders and all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, and they're 14. Like, he's like, we can't touch them. We can't touch these kids because they're kids. They're gonna try to like move the age of like going to prison.
Instead of treating them as minors.
Yes. Yeah, they're trying to move it to 14.
14.
Which comes along with consent. If you can go to jail as get charged as an adult, bro, consent for like marriage and all that shit gets dropped down to it. It all goes along with it.
You think so?
Yeah, of course. If you're an adult, if they say, yo, you're an adult, you can be charged.
You made this decision.
Yeah.
And
you can be charged as an adult, which means that you made the decision as an adult to kill somebody or to commit a crime. Why would that not go along with it? Like, of course they're going to use that. Somebody's going to use that.
Maybe.
It's wild as fuck, dude. But like, and then at that point, then can you go to the military at 14?
Right.
Like, that's an even younger mind that you can manipulate and program at an even younger age. Wild.
That is crazy.
14, yeah, I mean.
14.
Yeah. They are not afraid of law. This is a quote from Trump. They are not afraid of law enforcement because they know nothing ever happens to them, but it's going to happen now. The law in D.C. must be changed to prosecute these minors as adults and lock them up for a long time, starting at age 14. The most recent victim was beaten mercilessly by local thugs. Man, 14. That is crazy.
It's insane.
I didn't see this,
That's
but
a child, man.
It's a child.
yeah, he doesn't know. I mean, he does, but he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. He's been, he's been either like
He's in the
super,
wrong place.
yeah, traumatized or been, institutionalized. You're about to institutionalize them at 14, and then you never get out of that system. You're making them lifelong criminals at that age, and then when they go in at 14, you basically make their early adult life gangs and all that stuff. And when they come
That's
out,
all they know.
that's all they know, and that they don't have aspirations for anything else. They just want to rise the ranks in that. So you just made them a long time. It's like the same thing when you go to another country and you're like attacking their country or whatever. If you kill one civilian or one person, you're making two more terrorists, right? You kill one terrorist, you make two because
'cause they
you kill one,
retaliate.
and their sons or their parents or their whatever all go, oh shit, now we got to rise up. Like they're killing our family. Like let's go. You know what I mean? That happens to you. The same thing's gonna happen. You know?
Yep.
So by doing that to 14-year-olds, you're just basically doing that to them for life, and then whatever comes along with it, right? Their brothers, their sisters, all that, they're gonna see that. You know?
So what is he doing in DC? I haven't been paying attention, so
I've been watching videos. There's like, dude, they're just like roaming the streets.
So-
Like, there's literally military just walking up and down the streets. I've seen them like harassing people, basically walking up to the stoop and somebody's smoking a cigarette, and they're like, "What are you smoking?"
Why though? Like, what's happening there? Like, why is this
Bro,
becoming a thing?
The director of the FBI, Cash Patel, came out and
Patel,
literally
fucking
was fucking,
crazy eyes?
Yeah, fucking psycho. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
can't even
He
do
looks
his
like,
eyes.
It's like a robot, dude.
He is a robot.
He might be.
Yeah. But dude came out like right before this and was like, crime rate's the lowest it's been in 30 years, whatever. And then right after Donald Trump comes in and says that there's people murdering and all this shit. Basically, they're saying that like this is like, they're using DC as like the guinea pig, and then they're gonna like do this in other major cities, like take over
Yeah.
the police.
So
I think it's a
Well,
gambit.
what is he doing though? Like, because I don't know. So if anybody's listening, like, what is the situation with Trump and DC police? Like, I don't like what are we talking
The
about?
military took over the police.
So I don't know exactly if he's in order. Maybe you can look that up really quick. But he executed some kind of power, saying like, "I'm taking a control." Like, let's say you're the president, and like during an attack on the Capitol or on Washington, he can say, "As the president, I'm executing power to control the local police and use the military in conjunction to like protect something important or protect the White House or whatever." Right? He's essentially abusing that power because unless and his justification is saying the crime is out of control in DC. But he's taking control of the power. The people in control of the police station now, like the commissioner or whatever they are, they don't like it. They're like, this needs to stop. This is an abuse of power. Trump should not be doing it. They're not buddy. Trump's going in there saying, hey, I want all your men. And I think part of this is twofold. One, distraction from Epstein files.
Everything.
Everything, right?
Yeah.
Trying to distract them. And two, what Chris just said, he's probing, right? In 4 years, when they go, hey, Trump, you got to get out of office. And he goes, I'm going to use the military and I'm going to control the DC police. And I'm going to also control the police in New York City. I'm going to take over the stock exchange. I'm going to take over Washington, DC. And I'm not passing power. This is now the United States of Trump. That's super speculation. Like whoever's listening, there's no source for that. That's mostly Reddit ramblings. But that's kind of what it looks like to me. Because like, imagine you can do this and like, let's say he can hold his police for 30, 60, 90 days. Like, how do you stop him? What do you do? All the governors nearby get all of their military and go with, how do they stop him from doing it? So like, think about what the president he's setting right now. He's going like, cool, I can do this. If he relinquishes it again, the best thing that DC has and other states go is immediately start writing a law going, the president can't do this, right? Trying to fight. But if they can't do that in time, or he keeps blocking it, or the judges that he has in place strategically stop it, at the point where he really needs it, he can go press a button and he basically has a second army. He has the military under his control.
So just so anybody's listening, so
yeah, go ahead.
The way it's working is that he basically is giving federal power to the DC police as opposed to them like making their own decisions,
right?
And looking to their own people in power,
right?
They have to listen to him,
exactly.
Yeah, he's basically the chief.
Okay,
like,
yes,
yeah.
He's forcefully taking control and saying this is mine. And the fact that he's doing that, like I said, sets that up so he knows how he can do it next time and he knows how it's going to work. It's working exactly how he thinks it wants to. He puts in an order. The judge says, yep, you're federal. The commissioner goes, actually, the CIA, FBI, the government has jurisdiction. You guys have to go listen to them. We can't do shit. And then, voila, there they go. And the people that are working for the police, you can't do shit. What are you going to say? No, I'm not listening to the commissioner? You're fired. Mm-hmm. Great. Now you just lost your job for nothing.
That's what they're doing.
So
they're firing anybody that's not going along.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's
why people are going along, because they don't want to get fired.
So what is their justification for why he's doing this right now?
It's bullshit. He's just
the
making
crime.
up.
Well, okay,
yeah,
so this is the
blowing
thing
smoke.
when we talk about the podcast, and us being biased and like you have your, I'm sure it is bullshit, and he has we have it see it from different view, but like, what is his justification? Like, why is this even a thing?
The
Right
crime rates in
Rampant
DC.
crime.
He's saying there's
DC.
crime.
That
crime
guy
rates.
so pretty much what triggered it was that guy getting beat up, and it was like close by in that area, and maybe he heard about it or something, and then he decided to take it into his own hands. Right?
Okay.
Even though his literal head of what was Cash Patel's position?
FBI.
Yeah,
Director
direct
of
FBI. Even though he just said the crime rates were the lowest they've ever been,
Mm.
he's like going against his own.
Now he's just
administration.
following
Yeah.
the line.
And he was on, same dude was on Rogan saying that, yeah, we do have Epstein files.
Yeah,
there's
that
videos,
guy,
we
yeah,
are going to
yeah.
put it out.
Right.
Yeah, bullshit.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like the first step. This is like the first step into martial law. Like
Pretty much.
they're testing to see what they can get away with. And if there's no retaliation, there's nothing else, like nobody's pushing back and they can get away with it, they're going to keep doing it. It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Project 2025, that was part of it,
Yeah.
was how do we control the local like police or military or militia? And that was one, like, what can they do? And Trump's like, I can just do this one thing and now I got it. Check. And imagine if you have all the governors in in an area in the South or whatever behind you, and you go, okay, I'm going to control all of your things. And then you have that rallied and you control all the states, like
The major states too.
you control, well, you
Major
could think
cities.
about if you, during the election, Trump fires this off, controls all the local police and everything of all the swing states, and then has all the people stand armed at the polls to protect from illegals or whatever their justification is, from Russian voters or whatever going in there. And then, hey, you vote the wrong way. Maybe they, hint, hint, wink, wink, show up at your door, right? And now, like, this is basically Russia. So
Yeah.
that's the scary part. And like, that's why I've been telling you, like, I've been doing a lot of preparation, because like, if this happens, I'm not going to be the last one at the store and grocery store being like, oh, there's no food here. Like, no, thanks. I'm going to be ready to go. I'm not saying the entire country is going to collapse, but if that happens, everyone's going to panic. And a lot of things that normally flow in the supply chain are probably going to stop or halt very, very quickly, right? As soon as a country or an area becomes destabilized, the first thing that like businesses do is they go, stop sending product in there, right?
Yeah.
Stop. Portland, right? That place got on. They're like, stop sending food in there. Stop sending Louis Vuitton. Shut down the store. Cut losses, because that's the first thing they care about. They don't go, well, the people in that area are going to go hungry. That they just care about the bottom line. So that's the first thing that's going to happen. And everyone, you need to be prepared. So I've been telling Michael, and I'll tell you, have 2 weeks of food at your house. If your pantry's empty tonight and you couldn't go to the store tomorrow and you couldn't get anything for the next 2 weeks, would you survive? The answer to your question is no. You fucking up, because 2 weeks is not a lot of supplies.
I don't think you're being dramatic, bro.
No,
No,
I don't think I am.
I don't think you are.
Straight face.
I don't think you are either.
I don't think 2 weeks of food is
No.
crazy.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
the martial law.
The reason for
Yeah,
it.
I am being a little bit. I'm hoping.
You're being a.
I hope
a
I'm wrong.
doomsday
I hope
prepper.
we're wrong.
I'm being a little bit of a doomsday prepper. I'm being a little dramatic for sure. I mean, we're giving you the real here, right? I'm not going to try to fluff it or censor it, but I'm hoping that the powers and the checks and balances we have in place prevent that exact thing from happening. And please, the founding fathers worded it correctly, and whoever else was in charge after them that wrote all the amendments and all the laws after, I really hope that there's something in place. Because after Trump's last term, they wrote a bunch of laws to stop him from doing stuff he did last time. But they didn't think he was going to do a bunch of this stuff, even though he literally wrote it down in a 20-whatever-page book, and they published it. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping that there's something in place, and like all the good people out there that work in government and that are in legislation, because there are good people out there and in local governments and everything, stop it, right? Go, this is wrong, right? There's that one person that didn't turn the nozzle on the submarine that could have launched that started at World War III.
Yeah.
He defied a direct order and made the right call. So like, there's got to be people there that one guy to stop the key from turning and prevent, that from happening. But what he's doing right now is just making us look like, the fact that he's getting away with so much of this stuff is why I'm so doomsday, right?
Yeah.
If he was trying to do it and they were like veto or stop, reject, Trump, he gets away with it for 30 days and the judge says no. But it's like, nope, president's immune. It's like,
he owns the judges.
what? Yeah.
He's
So
got them in their pockets.
that's the scary part. It's
And the
like
ones that were against him, they left. A lot of them got out because they knew they were about to get fired. And now they're speaking out about like, yo, they were basically telling us, it's like the immigration judges and shit that got fired or decided to quit are saying like, yeah, like they're forcing us, basically twisting our arm to to dismiss these cases that way. That's why ICE is sitting at these immigration courts waiting for people to get out, because they already know what's about to happen. They're being forced to dismiss these cases that way they can just take them right away.
Yep.
When there should be due process, there should be all these things, checks and balances. Everything's getting thrown out the window. Everything is completely being taken over and controlled by Trump and the administration. It's fucked. It's super fucked.
You don't
Scary.
think?
I mean, it's all just fear mongering. They're putting people in the street. They're putting military in the streets of America like it's Iraq. It's insane. Like there's no reason for it. They're instilling fear. They're saying
What about-
there's more crime than there actually is. It's bullshit. They're blowing smoke, trying to take control of everything, like actually by force.
What about like? Because when you think about Trump, he's all about like, his image and
Like showing power and strength.
his representation of to his cult like following. Because when I think about that, I mean, the extreme is him extending that across the nation or whatever, or to other cities, and obviously he shouldn't have that power, but he knows he can, and because in DC, what about like you don't think, and maybe he's in the thought process of I agree with Epstein, maybe it's like a distraction also,
Right.
but maybe just making it look like, oh yeah, Trump to his following, like he is getting hard on crime,
Tough on crime.
on crime, and look what he's doing. He's fixing DC, and he's fixing the place where our government is. You know what I mean? Like he's making it stronger or whatever. You don't think that could be like a possibility where it's just even if it's dramatic, if nothing is really happening there, he's just doing that for the image, for the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For his legacy to like, look what Trump did. You know what I mean?
But you're basically saying like, fuck the police. Like the police, they're not doing their job. They're not. He's basically shitting on the cities that have these police forces that. I don't know. Like it's not. That doesn't make your country look good. You're shitting on governors. You're talking.
No, but it makes him look good, is what I'm saying.
Of course, yeah.
That's how he thinks.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Of course.
So
But maybe it's not as
Dude has the biggest ego in the world.
It's not as evil,
dramatic, yeah.
and with this super, dictator intent.
Yeah.
It's just it's optics.
So like if we look at let's look at Trump's, let's say he has the best intentions, right?
He does a lot of optics things.
He does. So if we give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's trying to do something like that, like he is actually trying to protect the people of DC, but like why does he need to like control it himself? Why doesn't he say
he did it?
Sure, okay. But he could
That's
say like,
what
hey,
dictators do.
I assigned a task force, and in collaboration with the police force, as well as
I worked with them
to get it done. I get he maybe want to take all the fame, so like I get it. Like it's more it feels more like a play. Like I took control of it, I fixed it. Look how good I did, and then release it back.
Yeah.
And if that's just a play, like that's fine. Like I get that. I still don't think he should have that power.
No.
Regardless, like
Right.
in a state of emergency, then yeah, of course, right? If there's an attack on the city or whatever, or they think there's some kind of implant in the police station, then yeah, take control of the police so something bad doesn't happen. But it's just in general, and I think an abuse of power, whether it's him doing it to flex or not, it doesn't seem right to do it just because crime rates are a little higher.
Yeah.
It wasn't like there was rioting in the street and fires and cars being turned over. Like, why didn't he do that in Portland?
Yeah.
Why? Right? He's doing it only in his backyard,
Right.
where he might feel like some guy got killed. He saw it on the news and now is like, I need to control the government. So
Yeah.
it just shows a lot of like impulsiveness from the president, which I think we already
We all
kinda
know that,
knew.
yeah.
We all know.
Yeah.
So like, if that's the case, like, I hope that's the case.
Yeah, and I agree that I definitely agree that he shouldn't, have that power. And I'm just, like I said, we're doing this podcast now. Like I want to make sure.
Yeah.
I just,
Don't just bash him.
yeah, and I mean, even if he's fairly bad, I mean, not fairly, but I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but even if he deserves it,
Yeah.
maybe sometimes there is just a lighter a lighter thing at play than what we think is going to happen.
Sure.
You know, and because he does a lot of to whatever makes him look good. You know what I mean? So that's just one thing that's just like something simple that ran through my head really quick while we were talking about it, is that it's just him trying to look good. You know, it doesn't look good to a lot of people. I mean, it sounds like it doesn't even look good to the police department either.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like, because I can't think of anything specific right now, but I know there's been a lot of times where he has done something, and people who don't like him, you know, it goes past just what he did, and it goes into this like intent to this long-term thinking of something nefarious happening.
But it's just an idiot.
But it's just he's just being dumb, and he does something, you know, and that's it. So I'm just saying, maybe, you know, maybe that is one of those things. Maybe not.
I don't know. I'm skeptical that like he knew. Sometimes I feel like Trump learns that he has like a new toy and then wants to use it right away.
Yeah.
So like I don't think he came to the president knowing like I can take over the local government and police. Maybe he did. Maybe I underestimate how much he knows about government. But I feel like someone was like told him that, knowing that he would do that, right? Or like test it, and then or gave him all this stuff, and he's like that, right? And knows like, hey, what if I put this guy in front to press all the buttons that we don't want actual face to go behind and do it. Whoever's actually controlling all these actions, right? The wealthy and all that other stuff. We can get into the eat the rich conspiracy, but we won't. Making him, or like knowing he's going to like press the buttons and make those things kind of happen so they can see where the weaknesses are, the kinks in the armor. And then when that time comes, they know, okay, here are places that we can exploit to like control, you know, keep control of power, or like, you know, get the person we want in power.
Yeah.
So like, that's why, but yeah, that is very skeptical. And I think like Neil Tyson has said this before, like if like two people know a secret, then everybody kind of knows it. Like, so if there's like some secret conspiracy, someone at some point probably figured it out. But we're also trying to figure out, like, Epstein was doing this shit for years. Back to that. He was doing this for years and nobody knows. Like, some people know. There are people who know. They know each other, but apparently no one else outside knows about it. They're either dead or got silenced. So it's like,
they're in on it.
It's possible. I think it is still possible to have like a low to ground conspiracy that only a few people in high power know. And if you fuck up, we're in such a power where people, or a place where people have so much power that they just like kill you or you disappear or whatever, right? Like, I don't know, the whole Epstein thing, like he got killed and the other woman in it, the other man got killed in a hotel. You know, like there's just so many things that it's like, come on, guys. There's no way 5 people involved in this thing all committed suicide. Like, really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane, you know?
I think that so when it comes to conspiracies,
They're fun.
Most conspiracies are true.
That's
At the
not
end of
true.
the day.
That's definitely
That's
not
not
true. They're fucking fun and they're awesome to talk about.
That's a separate
speculate.
episode, because I
Yeah.
I was very conspiracy driven for a long time.
Sure.
And-
Definitely aliens.
And
Definitely
a
aliens.
lot of things, once I learned more about the world, I was like, wow, I was dumb as fuck believing in all these conspiracies.
True.
But sometimes I think, so I'm just going to talk about a different conspiracy because we're talking about Trump right now. Sometimes I think about the beyond like left and right conspiracies and different presidents doing different things that maybe we don't agree with, and that it gives them too much power, and it you can put the blame. So like Trump, you know, does something like that with the police, and for us, we see it as Trump doing it. So I'm going a little bit deeper conspiracy here. Is Trump's doing it, but he's not. Maybe I'm not saying this right now, but I'm playing this out in my head right now as I'm speaking to you guys. Is that sometimes these things happen, and I wonder if it's a test, regardless of who's president, for the next president, whether left or right, to see if that's possible. You know what I mean? So if Trump is able to do this with the DC police, we can all be the people on the left can be mad at him and be angry about him doing it.
Right.
But he set the tone, and they saw that it was possible, so that in the future, maybe another president that is left or right, they can get away with it also. Or
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
what was the thing that he did?
We don't even have to talk about Trump. Let's bash on let's go to the other side. Let's talk about Obama. Right? When Obama started doing the bombings and shit and all that, he did the same thing that Trump used to work with Israel and bomb Iran. He used the same loophole that Obama used. So Obama opened that door up, and he needed to open that door up so he could do what he wanted to, and then just left the door. And Trump was like, "Cool, this is here."
Yep.
So like, you're 100% right.
That's
Doesn't
what I
matter
think
what side
is
it
that sometimes they're
pushing that line.
They're
seeing how far.
kind of playing us.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the voters is like, hey, he did it, but your guy did it, but your guy did it, you know, and so that they just kind of just pass it back and forth, like, hey, bro, try this, or hey, bro, try this, and then you know,
That's
then
how
they
I
see
see
who the
government,
next person
yeah.
can do it, and
100%.
but we think it's just one guy who wants to do it, but really it's just like some. I don't know. I'm not gonna go into deep conspiracy. Like there's some
a bunch of billionaires.
I don't know who it is, but
Right.
I just
Corporations.
maybe some kind of something at play there where it's just we can blame Trump, but maybe they're just using him, you know. Not I don't know who they is. I don't know if there is a they. I'm just saying maybe it's just simply the government just trying out plays. You know, they're trying new plays and like, oh well, okay. Next time, because what did Trump do? Like, remember something passed? Like I forgot what it was. Something happened not too long ago. Where, like it gave him powers that wasn't. Oh, it was the immunity thing.
Yeah. The Supreme Court immunity. Yeah. So it's while he's acting as president, he can't be prosecuted for something he did as actions as the president.
And how did that happen?
Because
The big beautiful bill. It's in the bill.
not that.
bill.
Not
That's,
that.
I just think about something
That
else.
happened because of I forgot he was trying to do something he was trying to do some action as a president, and they were trying, like the state of New York or something was trying to sue him for something he did.
Yeah.
I forgot exactly what it was. It wasn't due to the tax fraud or whatever. He's still doing that, but it was something else he was trying to do, and they were trying to sue him for that action. And then the Supreme Court said the way we interpret the president's like doing his duties is if he's president and he does something that considered presidential duty, which the president can determine what the presidential duty is.
Did Trump push that, or like how did that get there?
When New York tried to do that, they kept appealing it, and it got appealed to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said this is how we interpret what the Constitution, the Declaration, after all that says, the amendments. This is what we say says. We're gonna interpret it as the president has immunity to what you're saying, and with them saying that, it implied that he gets immunity from all this other shit that he potentially did.
And so that was the thing. Was like I remember people freaking out, like Trump. You know, like
Right.
he's doing this for himself for his next presidency to have immunity. But I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like things like that. It's like, well, now whoever next president, we're left or right, it's just you know what I mean.
Right.
It's just some kind of weird test.
My fear is, yeah, and you're right. It could be some weird test.
So even if we think that it's Trump doing all these dictator-like things, he's just the punching bag to see what can be
done.
Yeah, and what people will deal with. You know what I mean? Because he's obviously like I know the voters think he's not one of them, but it's been pretty apparent for a while that he is one of them. You know what I mean? Like people. I mean, in my opinion, I know people like a lot of his voters and followers think he was going to come in and like fix the government and drain the swamp and like and I was saying over time I don't know how they're not paying attention. When I was paying attention, I'm like it's becoming kind of apparent like he is one of them, regardless if he acts like he is or he isn't.
He's always been. He's literally born with millions of dollars.
Yeah, so I don't know where that I don't know how they don't see that, but I mean that's fine. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like even if like the left is, giving all this bashing and I mean the left. I mean if obviously you could be not even intertwined in that. In the deeper part of it, you could just be like a senator from a random state or whatever, and you're not agreeing with anything, and you have no idea what's even happening behind the scenes, Right. Because obviously they're not all in a fucking group chat working together.
Nope.
Somebody is,
They don't need everybody. They just need the leaders of the Republican Party, right?
Yeah.
They just need the Speaker of the House, right? The VP. They need certain key positions, certain judges, the president, and then the corporations that pay them and pay the lobbyists and pay the senators to pass certain bills. They control it. It's not necessarily like Doctor Doom back there fucking plotting.
Yeah.
I don't think one person has that much power. But like, imagine if like all of these people like all came up together, right? Because a lot of them are in their 70s. They're all, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you all came up together through the
Networking
90s.
for decades
In the same Senate, and you're like, hey, buddy, we can do. And then this guy's coming in and saying, hey, I'll pay you $50 million, and it's like, well, what about, you know what I mean? I'll pay all of us.
That's the problem, is that like the senators, their terms are way longer.
For basically
forever, yeah,
basically.
And they get a pension, they get all that crazy shit. It's insane. Like, why does the president only get 4 years and they get fucking 20 years? Whatever it is, it's too long. They basically run.
Why do judges forever?
And yeah, I mean, and then like you got to think about like when they campaign, there's corporations that donate, and when they win, they're like, "Yo, I need something back." So then they start altering laws. They start changing shit to benefit corporations, and then that basically fucks the people that voted for these presidents and all these people in power. It's insane. It's so backwards. It's so fucked up. The government should be working for us, but they're working for the corporations.
Basically,
the corporations are running this whole fucking ship. They're steering the ship.
Yeah,
because they're the ones that are pumping this thing full of money. They're putting their money into it, so they want kickback. Yeah. So that's what's all fucked. It's all money. They don't give a fuck about the people. That's the problem. That's the real problem.
Yeah, money makes the world go round.
Yeah, the S&P 500 has doubled since COVID. That's crazy to think. You're telling me every company since COVID has doubled in value? Like the average? Like, no way. Like, sure, maybe like Amazon and Netflix and some of these companies did really well. Yeah, I'll give them that. But not everybody. So it's like, how is this still happening? And what he says is true. Like, Trump wants, like, if the stock market is doing bad, that's what, you know what I mean? That's like his pulse. People are going to be like, So like if that's doing well, his rich buddies are doing very well because they can pump and dump and they have money. When you have that kind of money, you're not playing with your life savings. You don't care. It's almost like gambling to you, you know? And they have so much, they can raise it and the stock goes up 10% and they just made $20 million, right? And all the people are happy because right now, apparently the only way we can tell if the economy is doing well is what does the stock market look like, right? Because it's like jobs are like question mark because all the data, like I don't trust where the data is coming from. And you could just post a job saying you're hiring. You're not actually hiring. And that adds to the number of jobs available, even though you weren't actually.
That's a real thing?
Yes. They'll post like like a ghost position where a company will say like, we're trying to hire like 2 positions, and they'll post a position, but they're not actually trying to find somebody. They just want to be able to actively have like people if they need them. If they have an applicant come in.
And so they add to that number as jobs available in the economy. And wow.
Yep. And they also say, well, think about if you're a company, you say, well, how many jobs were you offering last year? And you go to the government 0, and they go, well, great, we're not giving you some tax benefit or some whatever.
Yeah.
But if you go, oh, yeah, I offered 200 jobs last month, but they were all empty positions, and maybe you get one applicant that you consider because you had some guy retire, but otherwise you're not having that happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Interesting. Thank you, man.
So like there's a lot of things like that. That's like, what's the economy actually like? Look at the stock market.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, that's not how it should be, you know?
The funny thing about the stock market is when I first started paying attention to people's my brain's not working. I can't even think of the fucking word. People's like judgment or
Their opinion of it?
their I can't think of the fucking word. There's a specific word I'm looking for. But they'd be like, oh well, this president's good for the stock market. This person, this is bad, and he'll be better for the stock market. He won't be. And if you actually look it up, it's always been good, no matter who, left or right,
Yeah.
who's in power. And this is you're gonna be mad if you're Republican. It actually has done better in the history over Democratic presidents than Republican presidents, which is kind of crazy.
Yikes.
I don't know what to tell you, but it's true. You can look it up. It's not like exponentially better, but I mean they're higher on the scoreboard.
Yep, and the Democratic president got us out of the Great Depression. Oof, public programs. Isn't that crazy? They stimulated the government by making jobs. Can't have them jobs, though. Can't be giving jobs to them immigrants. God damn it.
They took her jobs. You guys see the South Park and Trump stuff?
I haven't seen all of it.
Only the clips.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And we're
I was
back.
gonna say sponsored by, but I'm not gonna do that.
Mike's Hard Lemonade. It's like on Superbad when he's like, yeah, it's kind of gay, but I can get it for you.
Oh yeah. What was super bad Jonah Hill? He's like, the funny thing is something that's located on my cock.
Oh,
What was
because she's like, you know, you scratch my back,
I'll
I
scratch
scratch
yours.
yours. He's all the funny thing about my back is it's located on my cock.
So stupid. Oh my god.
that movie's funny.
That's a classic.
Still good.
They
Still
don't
good.
they don't make a lot of movies like
Like that anymore.
They don't make like,
Close.
there's not a lot of comedy movies.
Did
that
you
come out
watch?
anymore.
Did you guys watch Happy Gilmore too?
He just asked me that. I haven't watched it yet.
I liked it.
Really? I
thought
heard it wasn't that good.
I liked it. I thought. I mean, the golf thing, the tournament was fucking corny, obviously, and the dude with the bad breath, fucking corny. But like the story, I liked when they like the callbacks.
They
to,
just-
like the first one.
They just basically like ran Happy Gilmore through like current media and like pop culture.
Yeah.
So they had him on that.
Dude, they had
Who's
Bad
that?
Friends.
Huh?
Bad Friends. Was
Yeah, had him on
there.
Bad
Oh, really?
Friends. Yeah, they're
Friends
and they're
is
sitting
on
there
there.
watching the tournament at like parts, and they have him on like
There's a podcast.
yeah, they have him on the podcast. They have him on like a bunch of things. He goes on like just like not Saturday Night Live. What is the other one he goes on?
Fuck.
They like flash through a bunch of stuff. Oh, the Hot Ones.
Yeah,
He goes on
was
Hot Ones.
Yeah.
So like they have him go through like a bunch of the pop culture things just to be like he's back. Like he, you know, like that's kind of the thing, and like he starts coming back.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how like people were saying like they're just basically making Happy Gilmore like pop culture because like in the movie he's like like an old dad, like watch dad.
Oh, okay.
Basically, and he's like trying to find his mojo because all this other his daughter wants to go to like college and
You-
like $1 million. Or
Do you guys follow golf at all?
No.
Like at all?
like pro golf? No.
Yeah.
I play a little bit of golf. I don't follow pro golf.
Because it's funny because in
They
the
have-
movie there's like a competing league that's coming in, and right now that's like a real thing that's going on. There's like there's the PGA like the NBA,
Mhm.
but there's another league coming in called Live, and they're taking like they're basically buying all the PGA like the best players, giving them way more money to come play at their league.
Which is the plot of the movie.
Yeah, it's basically the plot of the movie, but it's more dramatized. Like obviously,
If he
golf
doesn't
course-
win, golf ends forever.
Yeah, traditional golf is dead. Yeah, it's basically.
And they have fucking Post Malone being one of the commentators. Eminem is like one of the side people, like watching on the side when he like they're cheering him on. And you fucking asshole, and like he talks him out, and they.
But he's
fucking-
the son of the guy from the first movie.
yeah,
It's dope.
it's so funny.
It's corny, but it's funny. But it's loaded with
It's
celebrity.
it's loaded with celebrities. That's kind of why I like oh look that guy, oh look that guy, and then he obviously puts all his Adam Sandler friends in there as like
yeah.
uh,
The normal humans movies.
yeah, exactly. They put them all in there, and so it's kind of funny. It has a little bit of the here and there, you know. It has like the one of the brothers from Shameless, the younger brother with the curly hair or with the
Carl.
blonde hair, Carl.
Carl.
He's in there. He's one of like the sons. So like, there's some cool like throwback actors, but like the movie in general, like you said, like the part where they're golfing, I was like, this is almost over. This is like super corny, and they have like fireworks going off because like that guy's trying to make like a league, and he's like, we're trying to make golf spicy, and like he has like the courses moving, and there's like ramps, and they got to hit it all far and do all this other stuff.
And there's like bum ass fucking players, but they cut like a ligament in their spine or something, and so they can swing,
Hit 'em like
they
mutants,
swing.
basically.
Yeah, it's
fucking
that part's super
But
corny.
you gave
but,
it a
like,
thumbs down.
huh?
You gave it a thumbs down.
I said it was like funny, corny. Like
I'd be like,
In
yeah,
the middle.
yeah. I'd give it like a 7, like a C.
if you have nothing
75.
better to watch, it's not terrible. But I wouldn't recommend watching it and be like, it's a predecessor to Happy Gilmore. Like Happy Gilmore is like up here. That movie's like I'll never watch it again. I'll watch Happy Gilmore again 20 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's it didn't do the original justice. It's really hard to because it was so
It's
good.
such a classic.
Yeah.
I mean, you play golf, you're quoting that fucking movie. If you go out on the golf course, you're having some drinks, you're like, go home, ball.
yeah.
Like, and then like everybody's like, oh, that's the happy. You know it. That's the Happy Gilmore swing. Like it's funny. Like how much of an impact the first one had on actual golf.
Huh.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I tried playing golf at fucking Top Golf, bro. I'm fucking ass.
Gotta get your technique, bro. Gotta practice.
Yeah, golf's one of my favorites.
It's one of the hardest sports.
It's so weird that you
So
play golf,
hard.
bro.
I love golf, dude.
I think you're the
You go out there, smoke, you
You're
can
the-
drink, and can have a
probably
good
the
time.
first Hispanic person I ever met that plays golf.
Shit, I know a lot of Hispanics that play golf.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I mean, you do play golf too, right?
Yeah, I've been getting into it.
it's fun.
I thought it was like an old white man sport.
It is.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
It just seems boring.
It's like
Go play mini golf.
it's more fun because like if you're going out like you said with your friends,
Yeah,
you're
you
all in
go
a
with
little
the
cart,
boys.
right? You each have like you pair up and go in like 2 carts. You're kind of like meeting, like you'll go, then you'll wait for them to meet up. You'll talk. You guys have your drinks. They're going. You know, you're chilling. They hit. Okay, everyone get their thing. Drive the golf cart. Go find your ball. Go hit from there. And like there's a little bit of a pace to the game. It is slower. It's not like there's action all the time, but because you're like socializing, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we play it and then like, what if somebody sucks? They're
Then
just
you
gonna be left
can-
behind forever.
Most
You can
people
call
suck.
you can call what's called dropping in. So you just like wherever he landed, might put my ball next to you, and we'll just hit from there together.
Mm-mm.
Like if your ball goes fucking off the rocks, like I'm not gonna go find it. I'm just
Take a
dropping with you.
mulligan.
Yeah, you could. You could. That could take
Mulligan. I thought
forever.
that was a magic thing.
That is a magic thing, but it's also that's where it comes from.
Shout out Magic the Gathering.
Hey. But yeah, it's like
Is that a thing in Magic?
I guess.
Mulligan?
yeah, it's like when you
That's
don't like
dope.
your starting hand, you dump it and get a new one.
That's
same
dope.
same thing. You don't like your first team.
Exactly the same premise. Yeah.
Same premise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so who invented it?
Same
Golf or
idea.
Magic?
Likely golf.
Oh, okay.
Since Magic came out in
Okay.
'93, and
Just I
golf
didn't know
came
if-
out in like I don't know. I don't know how long all golf is. Look it up. 75 years or something.
They were playing with wood sticks.
What year do you think golf was invented?
Early 1900s. No. Way before that.
Say like-
18.
1800.
I'd say like 1800. Scotland and like back in the day, they had. Yeah, I'd say like 1800s.
I want to say early 1900s, like 1920s.
It was believed to have originated in Scotland during the 15th century.
Was it still called golf back then?
But the earliest written rules of golf were established in 1744
Yeah.
What?
Golf is one of the oldest.
by the Honorable Company
Yeah.
of Edinburgh Golfers.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they used to play with wooden clubs.
What did they hit though? They didn't have golf balls.
Yeah, they did.
The same type of golf ball?
Maybe
No,
not,
no.
not the same technology.
Just like they didn't have the same kind of football, or they didn't have the same kind of basketball.
Yeah.
They don't have that like aerodynamic, mass, cutting edge.
They played with
technology.
wood clubs.
They
wood
probably played like
clubs.
with rubber balls, dude. They probably
Yeah.
played like that, like a rubber ball or something.
You said a rubber ball? Sure about
What do you
that?
call it?
Are you sure about that?
It's probably wood. It's probably wood.
What?
The earliest golf
Rock-
balls were made of wood
Oh
in the 15th century.
God, wood on wood. Yeah.
Just a wooden golf ball.
No, it's funny. They still call them woods.
The sticks?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
call them woods.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I mean, half the bags are irons, but
Yeah, you call them like 9 iron.
I'll fuck it up in Wii golf. That's about it.
We golf.
I'd be down to. I mean, when I played at Top Golf, it was still kind of interesting, but I'd be down to try it. It's just difficult.
yeah.
You gotta be willing to get up early because it gets hot as fuck out there.
Mhm.
You're out there for like 4 hours playing 18 holes, maybe longer. And it's depending on if you want to go somewhere nice, like if you want to go to like Payson or like up north, it could be kind of expensive.
Mm.
It's usually like
Yeah, no, but there's like pristine golf courses where they're like you gotta have like they frown upon like divots.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If you make a divot, they'll kick you out.
You gotta like go pour sand and like make the ground smooth so it's not fucked up when someone else's ball lands there.
Mm.
And like the sand has to be raked perfectly. Like if you walk onto the sand, you gotta rake your footsteps when you're done, and you gotta make
You have to do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
You
'cause
have
they leave
a, you have
right
a
there.
rake.
The
There's a rake
is
sitting there.
Yeah,
Oh.
in the sand.
in the sand. Because the problem is like, let's say my ball lands and it would have rolled and landed a spot, but your footprint was there. It's gonna go and land in your footprint and sit there in a divot in your footprint when it
Yeah.
could have kept rolling.
Every time you go in the sand,
And
you
now I gotta
rake
pop it out of your footprint instead of
Yeah.
a flat surface where
I
I
see.
stand it up.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of places want you to do, and they give you like the cart has stuff on it. Like a cart has a little thing like pour sand, and you can like stomp it out and stuff. So they give you everything you need there. You don't need to bring anything except for your clubs and the balls and whatever. But
Yeah.
it's
good
fun.
etiquette.
Yeah, it's good etiquette.
The only thing I ever see from golf is I just see videos on Instagram of like people just drunk and crashing their golf carts.
I
or, like,
recommend.
something.
Yeah. Watch Full Swing on Netflix. Have you seen it?
No,
Oh, dude, it's so good. That shit's so intense. It's so intense. How, dude?
It's a movie
No. It's a documentary, docuseries
on golf.
There's 2 seasons, yeah, and they followed like the PGA Tour, and like the second season gets into Live, like Live Golf,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
then just like in the movie in Happy Gilmore too, like they compete leagues, like they get their top five versus each other from each league.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what it is in Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore too.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they're trying to take over golf. I don't know. It's dope. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we should try one time. It's a
Yeah.
good, like I said, it's a good
It's
activity.
camaraderie thing.
And you don't need to bring anything. You can just like use our clubs because like I'm not gonna be hitting my driver at the same time you are hitting.
Yeah.
Only one of us is gonna go.
I usually use somebody else's clubs. I don't have clubs.
You shove the bag full of beer, allegedly.
Mhm.
Drive on the course.
Bag full of liquor.
Because they have a bartender.
They have the
bar
bar
cart.
girl.
Yeah.
A bar cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bar girl who drives around.
Just
She-
pulls up to everybody playing and
Mhm.
gives you alcohol.
She
guys need
sees you like at the
anything?
tea or something. She'll be like, "You need anything?" And then she sells you alcohol or
That's
snack.
crazy.
Yep. Bro, it's a drinking man's game. That
It
shit's
is.
fun.
They have a bar at
It-
every single golf, like what's it called? The townhouse, the clubhouse.
Yeah.
They have a bar in every single one in a restaurant. You can go get your drink.
Let's go play at is Mar-a-Lago a golf course?
Yes.
Let's go play.
Hell
there.
no.
It's expensive. Bro. It's expensive as fuck.
Probably need a
Look how much
$1 million membership.
How much is the?
Oh, if you're playing anywhere, you have to pay for membership?
No,
No.
Country clubs.
Some
Some
clubs
country
are
clubs.
for members only. A lot of clubs have they'll have like if they're members only, they may have like hours or days where they leave it open to the public. A lot of them are open all the time. Yeah, how much is Mar-a-Lago? $1,000?
Million. No, hell no.
No.
Million. 10 million.
It's $1 million.
Yeah.
To golf there or just for membership?
For a membership, probably.
For membership, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it's
Well, Mar-a-Lago has a fucking spa. That's where
Can we
Epstein stole-
Klarna it or what?
That's where Epstein took the girls from. Allegedly.
allegedly, allegedly, but we may never know.
Dude, the bar cart girls.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Oh, he raised it. It used to be $200,000.
yeah. Of course he did. He's broke. Getting sued out the ass.
It's crazy.
I'll try golf one day.
Yeah, like by my mom's house on the south side in Phoenix, in Levine, there's a dope golf course. Aguila. And it's like, I think it's like $10 a person, but it's for the 9-hole. But the 9-hole, you can't drive a golf cart. It's like it makes like a big U. So like you walk the whole thing. And then, but you can do it as many times as you want. So we'll do it like 3 times.
That's cool.
2-3 times, take some drinks, and then you get like the carts. Like you can put your bag on there and it rolls. So you don't have to like carry your bag the whole time. But it's a good way to start. Like cheaper, and
Yeah.
9 holes is way less than 18. Like as far as like
But-
the distances too, they're shorter. The par, like, because there's like par 3 to like par 6, par 7. I've never seen par 7.
Usually it's like par. Usually it's 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
3 to 5 is like where you're playing.
Which means like par 3 is like you have
Three
three
to
chances
get
to
it
make it in.
Would it be better to start on an actual golf course or just to do top golf?
No, on a golf course.
If you want to, so it depends on what you're trying to do.
There's driving ranges.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're trying to just like learn the basics of like how do I swing, how do I hold the club, how do I stand, then you could do that at Top Golf. You can learn with just a golf club and anywhere you can hit. You can learn
but
at the
it's
driving range.
expensive. That's
Top-
an expensive way to
Golf,
learn.
but you can also kind of have fun and just do it and kind of like actually take the golfing part serious instead of just like swinging the ball like an idiot and bending your elbows and stuff.
Mhm.
Like you could learn some very basic stuff as like just hitting, like driving, but you're not using a driver when you play golf every swing. You're using that on like usually just your first swing. After that, you're using a different club, so you're not using the clubs you generally. I mean, sometimes you're using different clubs in Top Golf. Usually, everyone just uses the fucking driver or like a
biggest
9.
one. Yeah.
and just hits the biggest club because it goes the farthest.
Oh, the driver is what you start with.
Yeah,
Yes, that's the big
head.
black head, and then all the metal thin ones are the ones you use it when you're like, it's all about distance
Yeah,
or lift.
Your iron will hit it. So you don't have to swing hard. A lot of people like they pull back and they swing hard. You can have the same swing. It's about your irons, and that's why there's like pro golfers have caddies, and the caddies will basically tell them they have like a scope.
Yeah,
and
people
they
bring
can
the scope,
out the range,
the distance.
and then each iron can hit a certain distance. Like there's like a range that iron can
A
shoot.
specialty.
Yeah.
That it has.
So it's
do-
about learning that type of stuff. That's why it's very strategic. But once you get it, it's
But that's a lot after you. If you want to get comfortable with the clubs, you could just do that at any driving range. And Top Golf is basically a driving range.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn that, you could do that as like a slight introduction to be like, okay, I know how to hold the golf club and like do this. But when you get on the course, there's things like etiquette, how you have to go, like when you go, no talking, all that stuff that you have to like be aware of that you only can learn on the golf club.
There's people that are fast
That go
so
behind you.
like that are behind you. So like, I mean, if we're drinking and we're just having a good time, we'll just like let people pass.
It's like one or two people and we're a group of five. We'll
So you
be
just
like,
wait for them.
you just say,
Yeah,
well, you get up to the, because sometimes what happens is like you go up to a tee, like you're waiting for mini golf and they're still golfing. So if the people behind us, like let's say it's just the two people and we're in a group of five and we're golfing, we might just go, hey, we'll just crack back here. You guys drive up, take your shots and go. And then we'll be behind you. And then if someone else runs up on us, you let them in front of you, right? So yeah, you sit there and wait, but it's only two golfers. And if they're coming on your, like they're showing up quick, they're probably hitting and going. Or they're really good versus like if we go, we're going to be hitting it 5 times every time to get it even close to there. They hit it 3 times and they're on the green. So they're efficient. They're always there.
It's usually the old guys.
Yeah. And so you don't need to worry about it. Or if you're a large group, it's kind of courteous to just let them go ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a perfect time to crack a beer and chill.
Yeah.
And wait for them to go.
We should do a podcast golf
That's
trip.
a lot.
That'd be dope.
Podcasting golf trip. How many people do you need?
You can play. You can all play
You
yourself.
can play by yourself.
Okay, so we got 5.
That's even better. Yeah. The more people,
And
I
then
mean,
we-
like 5 people is like
4 is
Probably
good
like
because it's 2
threshold.
carts.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even numbers is good because it's 2 carts, 2 per cart.
We'll put
Yeah,
that
yeah.
put that on the clip channel.
There you go.
Just a
Hell
golf.
yeah.
Just like attach the claw, the GoPro to the carts and just have 2 different cart perspectives
Hell yeah.
and use the footage from each.
We can make it happen.
That'd be cool. We can put that. That'd be on the because the clip channel is supposed to be. We've talked about it before, but the clip channel is going to be something beyond clips also.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Try it.
And it's not that hectic.
I'm super fucking retarded in any aspect of athleticism, so maybe that could be something I could try.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if an 80-year-old guy can do it, you probably can.
True.
Hopefully.
Trump can do it.
Yeah, I can't.
Trump's really good at golf too.
I know something.
Did you see the video of him like dropping the ball right in front of the fucking?
Yeah. Or his caddy does it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, his caddy did
does
it,
it. Or
yeah.
like he's like looking for this ball in his bushes and he's kind of out, and his caddy like you see him like reaching the ball and like roll it out and like
Rolled it.
"Oh," and drum goes
Right
right
by
there
the
it is. And it's like right by the green. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? Let it go.
Like
His
to help
rules.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like
it's like
well,
he
like
just made
you
it
know how I
up.
said you can drop in where someone else goes. He just let it go there, and Trump found it thinking it was his ball.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, he was helping him because he's like this fucking guy.
That's crazy.
Hilarious.
I wonder if Biden played golf.
I think he did. Not as much as Trump.
Yeah, but I don't think you think Trump rides a bike.
What?
I don't think so.
Does Biden ride a bike? What?
Yeah, you remember that clip where he was riding a bike and he fell?
Yeah. Oh yeah, when he fell.
No.
No,
I remember when he fucking fell.
it was like a
yeah,
it was like
yeah,
a
yeah,
media
yeah.
thing. Like they're
That's
recording him, you know, like he's youthful riding
Like
his
just-
bike and he stopped.
Yeah.
He was so old. Why do we have old people running the freaking world? I don't get it.
Yeah.
God. Just one. We just need one young guy. Just line him up and just.
Yeah. I mean, it's like anything else. Culturally, like music and all that shit, we wouldn't be listening to fucking an 80-year-old rapper that's rapping about some fucking old ass shit. I don't know. It's weird.
I lost my
Oh, the-
dentures.
I don't know.
I lost my fucking dentures.
But I mean,
I'm
so
on an adventure.
in playing devil's advocate a little bit to that. In a lot of other industries, we do look at the people that like if you're looking at like engineering or science or
Well, old people are wiser.
Yeah.
right. So like I get it.
Not 80 years old when your fucking mind's going.
Right, that's the thing. Is like, yeah,
It's-
exactly.
there's a
When you
point.
need to make new decisions, like if you're an old wise and you're just teaching something that's already known to new people, and you have a way of doing it, or you learned it and you're teaching it, that's different. You're not now going and doing cutting edge research on the new stuff.
So what do you guys think the age limit should be?
Maybe like 65. Like retirement.
Retirement.
That's
I think-
that's fine.
If your presidency,
That's fair.
If your presidency goes into your retirement, that's your last term. So if you go when you're 64 and a half and you become president,
Even if it's
You-
your first.
yeah, you get to go to 68 and then you're done. You don't get a second term. You're in retirement. I'm sorry. You should have ran earlier. You had 60 years to figure it out. And then they should probably lower the age to like 30.
To 35.
Yeah, like why not? Like,
I mean,
do we not think a 30-year-old can run the
No.
country?
I don't agree with that.
What's the difference? 35 and 30 years old is so
maybe even not
dark?
even 35,
like
bro.
40 to like 60.
Why?
35 is young.
But why are we? 30 is young. But what if we have someone that we're like, wow, this is a really great, inspiring leader that we want to have?
Yeah, but okay.
Well, so I think like the way that, I mean, people are having kids even later now. People are like more mature things that they do in their life, like getting a house or little things like that age is getting higher and higher.
But that's not because people are responsible. It's because it's
No.
expensive to afford, and the government isn't throwing money at you to buy a house and have kids like they were back then.
Yeah.
Or they were very recently, or the interest rates were historically low for decades until we're of age to buy a house, and then it's like, boop, here you go.
But I think we all know a lot of people that our age right now that are still going to clubs and partying and
Sure.
a lot of shit. Of course, which is fine. That's 100% okay because I was doing it. I'm doing it too. Still doing it.
I don't
Still going out. I don't go to clubs.
I think
but,
35 is pretty young, man.
But yeah, 35
it
is
is
young.
young.
It is young.
But why limit something like that?
Because
But there's anomalies out there, and those anomalies should be the ones
I mean,
that
yeah,
we should
they'd
be
have
looking
to
for.
be. They'd have to be like.
Think about just
They have to be like, fucking.
like, let's say they were extremely intelligent, or they were really like charismatic, and they built a lot of connections in college or whatever, and they're a lawyer and whatever, and they want to move into this. Like right now, you basically have to go like, oh, I'm going to go be a governor or a senator or whatever, and then just sit there until you're of age. So like, I get it. Like you do want them to go I think that's fine, but like, why limit it to 35? Like I get why it's not 18,
Yeah.
but like, why not just make it like just broaden it a little bit? Because like, if you're cutting off the end of the presidency, I think you need to give some room in the beginning. Because right now there's no cap
That's
on
fair.
the end.
That's fair.
So if we lower the limit to 65 and when it's 35, you have a 30-year window. Where in this 30 years you can be president. Outside of that, you can't.
At least make it possible. Doesn't mean that everybody's gonna want to vote.
I think
for
it should
a
be
30-year-old kid.
I think it should be
Or a 30-year-old person. You know,
I think it should be something outside of age. Like even if they change it to
it should be intellect. It should be your intelligence. It should
or
be-
some kind of test, maybe testing, or like even like just how some jobs have requirements on your resume.
yeah.
On like your past jobs, maybe I don't know. I can't think of anything specific,
people
but
that should be doing it don't want to do it.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
ones
I
that
see what
we-
you're saying.
With the one, yeah.
like maybe
You served in the government
30
for 10 years before.
yeah, or like served in the military or something, or like
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't mind,
Or
I wouldn't
certain
mind a
sector of the
military
government.
requirement for presidential candidates.
Right. So let's say you had a guy who went in the military. He was 18 years old. He was served in the military for 10 years, left the military, then did some political stuff. Now wants to run for president, but he can't because he's 30 years old.
Yeah.
That guy
But do you
had
want
10 years in the military.
Imagine-
He can have a gun and go kill 2 people, but he can't run for president.
Yeah, but imagine the dude comes back and he's fucking PTSD.
That happens
Fucking-
anyway.
Well, yeah, but to run the ship.
Yeah, but I
to
think
steer the
I
ship?
think a military thing, like you're showing love for your country right there. Trump dodged the
America.
fucking.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm just,
And he
You
also-
risked your life for the country, so
Yeah,
I
he
think
al-
you should be allowed to.
He also called McCain the fucking prisoner of war.
dude, yeah, it's like
He was talking shit about.
that's a
that
great
guy.
example. McCain, like some of these people that served have like that interest in mind. Like you said, like they were willing to put the sacrifice up. That makes me think they're at least willing to sacrifice some of like
Yeah.
personal gain
So I
for
think-
the gain of everybody.
Yeah,
right.
that's-
Because
So I
know
think-
there's gains to be got.
I think I would be okay with
100%. Yeah.
maybe a different age, but other requirements.
Yes.
I think I would be more like
100%.
that makes sense.
Yes.
More something on. I don't know what specifically, but something on the resume, and age doesn't matter.
Right.
I think that would make sense.
I think it that was written in a different time.
Yeah.
Realistically, like who was thinking of those numbers? Someone was just like, this guy's about to die. 35. All right, write him in. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems kind of arbitrary, but anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot of things in government that don't age
Well,
with us.
right.
Well, with like the times,
yeah, they didn't set a cap before because they're like motherfuckers are just gonna die, and now it's like you can get 6 heart transplants if you're the president. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna let you go down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
In 17,
They were young.
in
Yeah.
1776, the average life expectancy
Was
in the United States was approximately 35 years.
30.
yeah,
Well, the I think the youngest was it the youngest person that was
Crazy,
on
bro.
that signed the Declaration of Independence was like 20 years old. If it was 35, that's it's fucking crazy.
Well,
that is
basically
crazy,
dead.
bro.
But
So
they-
they're like, hey, you're
your
on your
way
last
out,
year, bro.
yeah.
You can be president.
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, no, I think also it was like, think about who was signing it. Fucking, Benjamin Franklin wasn't fucking, you know what I mean? How old was he? He was old. He was like 60
Yeah.
or 50 something. So like
one
he
of
was,
them was like 20 years old or 22.
yeah, like John Hancock or something.
Yeah, I think it was
guy or
one of
something,
them.
right?
That's crazy. I mean, I didn't know that. I thought they at least lived to like 50, bro.
But back then, the average person wasn't running because it wasn't even thinking about running for president. That
I
wasn't
mean,
even
it
a
was so
thing.
new. Yeah, it was such a
That
new
wasn't
thing.
really a thing. It was really going to be them, like the people that wrote the Declaration.
Yeah, take turns.
Right? They're gonna take turns for the next dozen presidencies, and then like from there, it's not their fucking problem. And I think they don't want some like young reckless person to come in and like
Right.
sway the people. Instead, they want an old reckless guy to sway the people, I guess.
Yeah, old and wise.
So the youngest person to sign the Declaration of Independence was Edward Rutledge. He was 26 years old
26.
from South Carolina. Interesting.
Let's see who the oldest was.
Ben Franklin, right?
Was he like 35?
Yeah. He was on his deathbed.
He was like 50 or something. He died when he was like 70.
Nah, he
something.
was 70 when he signed it.
He's 70.
crazy.
He was old as shit. Like he was like an anomaly, bro.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
he was like fucking Dumbledore, bro.
Yeah.
This guy, he's 70.
Yeah.
Everybody I know died at 30.
This guy's a god.
Pretty much.
It is Felix's bedtime. He goes to bed at 10 p.m. because he's old.
Yep.
10 minutes ago.
Not because he's old, because he works early like an adult. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening. Share this shit. Let's get 6 more subscribers this episode like we did last episode. Hit the 5 stars. Hit the 5 stars. And hit the 5 stars. And hit the like. And hit the comment. And tell us if you like Benjamin Franklin.
And if you like Harry Potter, and what was the other thing? What you think about something?
What you think about golf?
Yeah, there you go. What do you think about golf?
They definitely none of them love golf. Nobody likes golf.
Dude, you'd be surprised.
You guys are the only 2 people I know that
If
like
you drink, you probably like golf. And if you've ever gone
golf.
golfing,
No, if you
having a
drink, you probably like drugs.
I mean, you could do drugs on the golf course too. It's all frowned upon, but just keep your
If you like
etiquette.
drugs,
Just
you're
keep your
probably
etiquette.
rich, and if you're rich, you golf. Easy. You just freaking string it together. Done.
Wolf of Wall Street, baby. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We will see you in the next episode. And hopefully it's not 2 weeks later. Hopefully it's next week. And these episodes might get longer because we're going to have more equipment, more power, more strength. We're ready to
memory.
go.
More
More
memory.
memory. God bless America. God bless the troops. See you guys next episode.
God bless us all.